Walleye recap.
Um, yeah. Some things happened, and
Yeah.
all right. So what I recall is that I think Julius and Walleye went out for a fishing trip at the start of the thing. They come back. They come back with the commissioner of the city at their front door, pretty much. Julius has a nice long discussion with them. Walleye stands in the corner awkwardly. I think that the world's, or was that the previous week?
What?
I don't know.
Was
Anyways,
last week when the jailbreak happened?
I'm trying to remember now.
Maybe.
I think yeah, because it was the first one back.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
session was like 4.5 hours long. So
Yeah, we had the jailbreak. Very easy. Then we went out boating. Commissioner's like, I know you fucking broke out of jail. I said, no. I think some things happened with Arabella? Question mark.
Yeah, she finally woke up.
Yeah.
She ate some pancakes.
Pancake. Walleye has a circlet of telepathy. We go to the bar. We talk to the Genesis person. They're like, we're making this into a superhero or a vigilante hub. Bar closed down. That one person probably sold it. We stopped by the clothing store. The person who does our clothes is out of town.
well, she was there. Her brother was out.
Oh, the brother, the one I find important is gone.
Yeah.
The one I care about is missing. Later on, some other things happen, I think. Probably. Yeah, they might have happened. We start kind of time skipping a little bit. My gem starts harassing me more and more to eat people. I try and compromise with eating a really freshly dead person who I did not kill. Why is very annoyed at this. I bring along everyone else, and surprisingly, everyone else intervenes a little bit. And, excuse me.
Oh my god.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, my good friend kind of leaves my body, and Walleye pretty much needing something to punch in the face to vent out their frustrations, chooses the big monster who looks just like them.
Yes.
Something poetic. That ends with Walleye beating the shit out of the monster, along with everyone else. And I think it turned into a big pile of slush. We think we've killed 2 out of the 4 tadpoles that came out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we ended off with Narine turning into a cat and trying to hunt down the ones that escaped.
Yep.
And Walleye is getting emotional on the curb.
As
That's
per usual.
about where things ended, I think.
Yeah, pretty much. So, Irene, give me a perception check.
Okay.
Did you hit cards yet?
Yeah, I just gave
Okay.
them out.
Gotcha.
Perception check. Let me actually check the stats for cat. I know it's like wisdom, so it would be my stats, but I also want to see. I do have advantage on wisdom perception checks that rely on smell.
Um. uh, I I would give it to you, but I don't know if you would necessarily would have been smelling the
Well, I mean, if I'm doing this check to make sure that I can like spot like exactly where they are, then I could be using all senses.
All right, I'll give it to you. Nice. I was gonna roll, but 22 is crazy. Actually, you know what? You never know. Yeah, thought so. So, you see, again, a small blob, go through, start reaching towards like the rooftops, and it's just like
Mm-hmm.
it's just trying to haul ass as best as a little slime could, but you
Mm-hmm.
do catch up to it. What are you trying to do? Are you trying to
I'm just trying to
prep it?
catch the little things before they escape.
Cool, yeah. You can
Because I think
definitely.
somebody had a jar that they were like trapping them in or something.
Oh no,
Yeah,
the jar.
I captured one in a jar.
Um, I forget. There was one in a jar. Um, did the other one, was it destroyed? Like, did someone just like?
I want to say what was
Yeah,
that there's 4 of them and 2 people with their rolls to try to catch them.
Uh. Oh right. Okay. So.
So I was just picking up where the 2 failed rolls were.
It was the 6 and the then that one. Uh. So okay. So beforehand, you did uh grab one of them. Uh, I imagined that you would have just put it in a jar.
Yeah,
I
I
that's the
passed
one
it
that
off.
was in a jar.
Yeah, well, Jay caught one by levitating it.
Oh right, okay, yeah, that makes sense. So 2 in a jar so far, and then
Mhm.
you went to chase after the one that Julius missed. Um, and then you caught it just now. You can surely put it in a jar. Uh,
Batted over to Jay to catch it in the jar.
yeah. But unfortunately, you were only able to catch the third one, and
Mm-hmm.
even with that 26, you cannot see where the other one is. It seemed to have disappeared.
I can't pick up a scent trail.
Oh right. Actually, it is like it's near you guys.
Mm-hmm.
But since the scent split off, like the general area still seem like it's not specific. Like it just seems like it's in the general area.
Okay.
Um,
Hmm.
but you cannot see it.
I'm gonna turn back to myself and with detect magic, do these things have any sort of like magical aura about them?
Good question. Give me 1 second. I will do research. In the meantime, what are the rest of you guys doing?
Well-
As described in my action.
I'm feeling lame because I missed that little ooze. No, I'm trying to, as I guess I'm saying, can somebody heal this guy? So, or is he dead? Dead?
He's
Did I say
pulled in.
non-lethal?
he's
He
done
got hit
for.
by
How
the
did he-
monster's attack.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay, I thought I killed him for a second.
Nah.
I was like, I didn't mean to kill him with the shield. I was, yeah.
That
Okay,
being
cool,
said,
cool.
we should probably leave.
Should we not move this guy's body?
Also, as a reminder, this guy had like a gun, like a gun, not a magic gun, like a gun.
Well, considering
But
we're
those are
already
black
going to have to fight a
markets.
court case to clear our names, I don't think our first time back in the city, just suddenly being found with a dead guy, is going to help a whole lot.
Oh, that's totally true. Do we take his special black market gun or no? Like, they don't even sell this kind of ammunition regularly anymore. I'm using some tweezers to lift his hand up and the gun.
Those are some strong ass tweezers.
Yeah, they're like detective tweezers. They're not regular tweezers.
That you're picking.
So
it up
basically,
with
you're using
reverses.
tongs.
You're using tongs, dude. That's not tweezers.
Tweezers?
Yeah, you got kitchen tongs out.
Dude, there's no way you're carrying around tongs. Like,
No, that's what I'm saying. They're tweezers. They're detecting tweezers.
Yes, they're very large tweezers.
No. See, there's a kind of tweezer. Jesus, you don't remember when we were at work? I would have like a really thick pair of tweezers for like food and shit.
bro, those are tongs.
No, I have to send you a picture.
You're tweaking right
I'm gonna
now,
make
bro.
you-
Those are
I'm gonna make you guys eat your words.
But
No,
like these kind
tongs
of
are much
like these kind
lighter.
of tweezers.
Well, yeah, they're for food. So like they're really thin at the tips, but at the back and the handle, they're like thicker. You know what I mean?
You're literally describing tongs.
No, tongs are wide and flat at the tips. That's how tongs are. Like,
oh man,
Those are
dude.
tongs.
okay, I'll send some pictures in chat
Oh,
since nobody
dude.
can quantify wide and flat versus thin and needle-like. But
I don't know, man. You're getting cooked right now.
I'm getting cooked by people
Okay,
who don't use
okay.
food service equipment.
Like
so
this,
I
like
get it.
this. Do they look like that?
No,
Is it that?
Those are
I'll send a
scissors.
picture myself. But yeah, those are forceps. I'm pretty sure, actually, in the second picture. But
No, those are tongs.
Oh, yeah, but-
Homer Essentials Crucible Tongs Stainless Steel. Yeah. I'll show you a picture of what I'm talking about.
Look, man. Alright.
Yeah.
Okay. These tongs, you can keep searching for it, right? But these tongs, are they big? Like bigger than your hand?
No, they're about the same size as what your hand would have. They might reach a
Okay.
little bit farther than your hand, but it's about the size of your hand.
So they're just very strong ass tweezers.
They're
Yeah, there we
don't
go.
put chopsticks in. There's no way.
Yeah, there we go.
So yeah, essentially, if chopsticks were made out of metal and like and like attached at the back, that's actually what it would look like. Yeah.
Okay,
So a pair
so
of training chopsticks.
oh my god. I feel like it's not reasonable for that's a compass. Nothing to, you know what? I feel like it's unreasonable to have big tweezers out right now, like what, 12 o'clock at midnight essentially. Actually, what time is it? Did I keep track of that? It's probably late.
You know what? It's my headcanon now. You're using the bee tweezers.
And I never thought I'd have to explain like food equipment to people, but so here you
Wait,
guys
hold
go.
up. Not
It's
everyone
simple.
works in a restaurant, and even those that
Look,
did,
that's
think-
food equipment. It's metal.
Okay. I actually know what you're talking about now. I need to.
Oh, do you now know?
Now, okay, now it
of
makes
a
sense.
possible instrument
But
that you could have on your person in a pack that would hold other detectiving equipment.
okay, but I would
Oh no,
low
possibly it
key,
could be
I would still call
a
them
thing.
tongs. I would still call them tongs.
They're definitely not tongs, but
It serves the same purpose though, right?
well, I couldn't use a pair of tongs to do the same thing I'd use this for. It's for like
What?
finer, more detailed work.
Okay,
Because
yeah, all
tongs
right.
are wide and flat at the end. If you
Okay.
look up at the picture, they're the black ones. They're like wide. Those are regular tongs.
All right.
I couldn't like
So
pick up little things with it.
how are you, since this is like for very detailed things, right? How are you holding up a gun with
Have
like
you never seen a police drama? I
No,
hook it on the ring
honestly,
of
no,
the.
I have not. I haven't really.
What?
I don't watch CSI. I don't watch SUV. I watch Daredevil, and I watch
Okay,
him kick ass.
I hook it through the loop of the pistol hole, unless there's not one of those.
No, he shot it out his ass, man. No, of course there is.
Like if there's a loop over the trigger, you just put the little thing through there and pick it up. You hold it up and look at it. Like
Okay, that makes sense.
I
That's-
usually notice in the crime dramas they just use a handkerchief to pick things
I
up.
was actually going to say that. Like, you could just say you got a handkerchief, like. But okay, you get.
I didn't think that this was going to be such a fucking deep moment for you guys, but like,
You know what? We're just passionate about tweezers and tongs, man. Like,
yeah, I mean, like, let's remember that I did not carry this shit.
Look. I'm just here to clown on you.
that is true. He's a certified clown.
The pictures and everything, because we
I
couldn't
brought
just
the
let it
entire
ride.
circus with me for this one.
Okay, you pick it up. You can. Are you storing it? Where are you storing
Casually
it?
just picking up a gun. It was all that was going on. I was just looking at it because I was asking Jay if he thought we should bring it with us.
Oh, okay.
That's what was happening in the moment. Yeah.
By the way, Nareen, you wouldn't be able to detect it.
Okay.
I fling the gun over to Jay. It shoots metal bullets. Guns aren't usually doing that. You're a gun guy.
Wait, you're throwing it towards him?
Yep, I just flicked it. If he doesn't catch it, it's whatever.
Are you catching it?
I'm a try. Oh, I'm also gonna try to not die in the process because you just tossed
Alright,
the blade loaded and ready to fire guns.
All right, sleight of hand.
Oh, fuck. Right. Sleight of hand.
Cool. Yeah,
Loaded.
you're able to catch it. Luckily it doesn't go off. But you did touch it. Your hands, presumably.
He's got armor on his hands. What does that mean for him?
What? Armor? You mean a glove?
Or I got what?
Isn't he suited up right now? He's on his little token for being suited up. Doesn't he
Well,
have like a whole
I
outfit on?
don't know how his hands are. That's a very good question. Is it like a fingerless situation or what's up with
He's
that?
wearing
no, this is
gauntlets of ogre
essentially
strength.
Oh, you are wearing that.
plate mail. Like that's what the base item is plate mail. It's gonna be a fully covered glove.
Okay, cool. Cool. No evidence then, or no fingerprints.
Fingerprints.
Yeah. You have a gun. Any other feasible way that you can think of that you want to try to track this last one down? Noreen?
I mean, if I couldn't track it as a cat and I can't see it with magic here, then I'm just general looking.
Okay. Give me one more perception check.
Okay.
Mm,
14.
You could still. Oh, by the way, it's. Oh no, you changed back.
Yeah, I changed back so that I could try the magic.
Yeah. It's still like lingering, like the scent of it.
Mhm.
So it's around, but like you're not sure. But you do hear the sound of the cops.
I can summon a bunch of cats to go search.
That is true. You can do that. But you do hear the sirens go off. Of the cops. Ooh.
Huawei is going to suck it up for a bit. Get to their feet.
Following Jay into the alley here.
Cool.
Yeah.
You guys gonna leave the body?
Yep.
Cool. Mark.
I'm gonna do a quick oh wait, no, did I wait, where is it? Yeah, I do still have it.
Pass it up. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, give me
Just a quick cast that.
Yeah, everybody give me a stealth check.
Plus 10 from Pass Without Trace.
Yep.
24.
The 26.
Yeah, because you don't have the restriction anymore, right?
No.
Okay, cool. Cool. Luckily, Jay and Julius would know that, the enforcers aren't very perceptive, especially in the dark. However, these seem to be new, or different enforcers, from somewhere else, but they seem similar in their perception skills. They don't really notice you guys. So, presumably you guys are going back home, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Mhm.
Yeah. Wherever you left your vehicles, you can get back to them eventually. I'm pretty sure you didn't like park immediately next to the scene. And if you did, then I'll just ignore that. but you guys can eventually go home unless anyone else wants to do something specific for the night.
Nah.
You guys can go home, get some rest, and then hold up. I think there was something I wanted to do. I'm just checking. Ooh, funny. Nope. Okay, cool. While you guys are going home, Narian, you still
Mhm.
the scent is like it feels like under your nose. Like it
Mhm.
just won't go away.
Because I have a jar of them in my pocket.
Yeah. Yeah. That exactly it.
I mean,
You-
I'll still keep my eye out for them.
Okay, cool. Noted. Uh unless we're gonna time skip again. We're gonna go through a week. During this week, I can imagine what some of you are doing, but just to like reiterate, what are you guys doing within this week?
That is a question for why.
Yeah. So, a day and 2 weeks would have gone by at this point. Since you got back from the Vale.
Well, more the same as we had been. I feel like.
Cool. Yeah.
I'd like to try to pick up any information on if there's been anything weird in the city immortal wise, like if there's talk of anybody who matches his description, as I'm out surveilling and doing the vigilante thing. Try to gather some of that information, I guess.
Cool.
Is the only thing I can think to add to what I was doing already. The training in the morning, you know what I mean, studying with Noreen midday, and then more sleep, meditation, and vigilanting.
What? How would you want to be getting this kind of information?
So I'm trying to hit hotspots for criminal activity, or you know what I mean. Maybe talking to see if I can track down any other vigilantes, and seeing if they've seen anybody or come into anything weird in the time. Talk to people, listen to people, basically.
Okay. Um.
Maybe beat up some people. Just catch some thugs. Just question them mercilessly like Batman, and just like leave them getting no information at all.
Okay. In that case, give me intimidation.
Oh no.
You know, I was gonna make you roll something else, but it's funny as shit. Intimidation.
Intimidation. That was the smallest part. No, I was playing. Yeah, here we go. Intimidation. It's not bad. All right.
Cool.
All right. Better than stealth.
So you try to be a bit, a little bit less gentle with people. And you try, or you don't try. You actually do, put a little bit of fear out in the streets. Specifically for your alter ego, let's say. Unfortunately, you don't catch anything about any immortals with a 15.
And again, I wouldn't be like saying immortal, but you know what I mean.
Right, yeah.
Impossibly fast, crazy strong, people doing shit that doesn't make sense for physics.
No, yeah, of course.
But,
You don't really hear any aside from like people with unusual abilities, like normal unusual abilities. Nothing like Showa.
Okay.
or a Sophiel or anything like that.
And I'll keep everybody posted. It's not like I'm like doing solo work. I like, I'll let anybody know that like I'm just listening for anything. I don't know if he's here in this city or where he went. We're gonna have to figure that out at some point. But you know, just
Yeah.
trying to gather any information during the downtime so we're not lost on our, I guess, our main goal.
Mm-hmm. Noreen, I
Yeah.
assume you wouldn't really be changing routine, right? Like, just helping Julius and
Hmm.
cool.
Yeah, I'll just help out anyone who wants my help with whatever. I'm just sort of chilling.
Cool. Walleye, what about you?
I think there is a few things that Wally's going to do. First off, that is on my mind. They are probably going to pen a letter to. What was their brother's name? I'm trying to remember it now. I sent it to you once, the details for
Ah,
that.
right, yeah. I think I
The one who
pinned
moved
it,
out. Yeah. Might have pinned it.
but I didn't pin you.
Here it is.
There it is.
Yeah, you know the one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Anyways. I'm going to say that Luan is dead, and if they know where they are buried, that would be great. Thanks. Something like that.
Short and sweet,
Yeah.
or not sweet, but to the point. Cool.
Short and to the point. I learned my sister's dead. I'd like to know where she's buried. Thanks.
Cool.
And otherwise, second thing, I'm probably going to try and ask Jay to make repairs on the superficial parts of the shield so I can use it like a shield again. Since right now I think it's like pretty much just like the straps and a little bit of the scraps around it.
Yeah.
Straps and scraps.
Cool.
So ask him to refurbish that as best as he can.
So what about you, Judas? Aside from the obviously what Walleye asked you to do.
Well, remember the good old spike strip treadmill that Julius and Noreen created that one time?
Wait, the what?
Narine's cheese grater?
Yeah. So remember how I got the rocket boosters? I kind of just shoved a Genesis replica in a bag. I'm gonna take that body out, the robot body, and I'm gonna pull some more parts off of it, and I'm going to try to pull like whatever like quote unquote like hard drive or memory unit it has, and try to plug it into the computer. See if I can access its internal coding and files and stuff.
Okay. Give me 1 sec. Um. Ow. Uh. So, say it again. What are you trying to pull from the hard drive?
I'm trying to access things' memories. Or like if since it was more or less a robot, see if like there was any like network it was connected to, but mainly just mainly I guess see if it was connected to a network, because that would, if I could connect to the network, it might lead me towards Jay's sister.
Wait. Okay. So, Um, it's not like incredibly difficult, so I'm not gonna have you roll. It's gonna take a little bit of time. But what you find is that it is connected to a network. But you know how when you connect to like a speaker, a Bluetooth speaker, it has like the things registered, but like if it's not like within range, it's like obviously you can't like connect. Um, this is like a very similar situation. Um, uh, it says, and I'm trying to find it, but it says the name of the network disconnected. So uh, I will give you a name in a second, but it does have a name. Or it does have a network that it was connected. Uh, the Satomi network, which you recognize as the doctor Genesis was talking about.
Okay. I mean, Jay's original thought for pulling out the robot parts was just pulling off more of the thruster systems from the Genesis's body and just like welding them onto his suit to make it easier to maneuver.
Oh yeah, you could you could definitely do that. Yeah.
But yeah, I'll try to fix Walleye's shield.
Cool. Uh to make it like a regular shield, it doesn't take too much. You
What
can
if I
do
was
that.
trying to fix it?
Oh, oh, I thought you were
I was just asking for to make it work like a shield again.
oh, yeah.
He wants to go the extra mile. He can go the extra mile.
Uh are you trying to do that?
I think Jay would probably try to do that.
Okay. You would know since I'm pretty sure you were there when Adwin explained it. You do need obsidian for it to work how it was working before. Um you can, since you have to research uh other stuff that you want to make, you can give me four um investigation checks. The fourth one is stuff about obsidian and the shield. Nice. Okay. All right. Let me reveal this.
I'm gonna use 2 of my flash of geniuses on
The first one.
the
Yes.
first 2 rolls.
Yes.
So it'll be a
Uh,
14 and a 17.
14. Okay, cool. So, this is what you get. Initially, like right off the bat for the other stuff you wanted to make. So, uh, the gloves of missile snaring. You, apart from that, you also find out that the ghost walk spiders lay their eggs on top of a giant walking stick surrounded by many layers of their silk, and one nest is roughly 5 feet. I'll put this out there eventually. Um, the ooh, for the Eldritch Claw tattoo, the Gargoctopus ink quickly dissolves in water after one round. So you gotta gotta be quicker than that.
Yeah, it's like you'll need a fisherman or something.
Yeah. As for the amulet of health, um, you find out that um, it's not actually hard to get the ores. Um, since you would know that only the most newly formed earth elementals carry the ore, not necessarily the youngest. Um, the most newly formed appear more brittle, and they look like a lot more pieces of rock formed together rather than one big rock. So the older ones have like fewer rocks to them. And that is what you get. For the
Might I point out that if you need elementals, one of my spells is conjure minor elementals.
The thought did cross my mind that summoning elementals is the thing that druids can do.
Hmm.
um yeah.
And I mean, if we're doing a full week's worth of long rests, I can definitely prepare that spell for you.
You know primordial too, don't you? Or is it just
Yep.
the Aquan?
I mean, the way that I see it, it's like I know primordial, and it has different dialects for the
Yeah.
different elements. So, like I've commented to Geo before, like I was figuring out words in primordial, and I found like one where I made up the same word in like Aquan versus Earth. So
Yeah, like you can't understand anyone from Baltimore, but you know they're speaking English. It's like kind of like
Deep
that.
cut.
Yeah, and it's not Baltimore hate. They're unique. They're unique.
It's
You
very
know.
real.
Yeah.
It's not that I hate anybody from Baltimore, but
But if I did, um, but yeah, that is what you found. Oh, the obsidian. So you can uh the
there's the info for
the
the
best
conjure minor elementals.
the best way for to obtain obsidian of good quality for this type of shield is dun 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 dun, obviously everyone's favorite empire, Quetzaya, yay. But there are a few volcanoes in or there's only a few volcanoes in the continent, so that's why it's so uh annoying to get. Two of them are in Quetzayan territory. One is towards the eastern point of the continent, but it's pretty cold over there. But I mean, uh, it's probably the safest way if you're not trying to go into imperial territory. Uh, but that is that. Also, you would be able to fix it. It's not like it's time consuming. Rather than complex. So, uh, someone like you would be able to do it. Just need time.
Okay.
But are you um are you planning to do work with Nerine with the elementals things?
Uh,
That could happen within the week.
so if it would need 3 or we
Uh,
could try to like bargain with one of the more powerful ones that you can summon. One of the challenge rating 2s. Summon it and try to like convince it to give us 2 of the kinds of rocks that we need.
how many fourth level spells do you got, Nerine?
I have, believe one.
Oh, damn. Okay. So you could realistically you can do it like I'll say like 7 times. Sure. Yeah.
Mhm.
Do you want to try to do that?
Yeah.
All right. I have this formula. Uh, how many elementals are you summoning, Irene?
I mean, um, depends on the challenge rating.
True. So which ones are you getting?
I am trying to pull up the page.
Nice. Uh, so while you're doing that, anyone else doing anything or
Nothing too specific.
okay,
Mhm.
Julius?
Can I check to see if Momo's sister's contact information is in her computer?
Uh, yeah, you can do that.
Hmm.
Seeing that most of the stuff that we'll need for the items is in Quetzaya, and said person was able to easily teleport us all to Saya. Seems like a no-brainer.
So you actually do find a phone number. And what's funny or like sad is that it's just like hidden really deep in a lot of folders. It took you like half an hour to like go through like all these folders because it's almost like a maze in there. Um, a lot of it doesn't really have anything. It kind of just seems like a mini game to see if like, oh, do I really want to like contact her? Um, the the file says don't, and it just simply says it just Yarechi's full name and then the phone number.
Interesting.
So what type of elemental did we need?
Uh, from it just
Newly
says
formed.
newly formed earth elemental, and
Hmm.
then Jay would have probably told you that small doesn't necessarily mean youngest, although it can, but it doesn't necessarily mean.
I mean, if I'm conjuring them, then they're going to be newly formed.
Oh,
A good question.
I never
Is
really
it
saw it
forming
that way.
the elementals, or is it summoning them from their plane of existence?
I
There's
thought it was the
conjure
latter.
minor elementals or summon elemental. Those are two different spells.
Yeah, but the first sentence in the Conjure Minor Elementals is you summon elementals that
That
appear in an
is
occupied
what
space.
the
True.
fuck, dude. What does summon elemental say?
Summon elementals. You call forth an elemental spirit. It
What?
manifests.
It's yo, they actually fucked up the text for that. What?
Here, let me.
What?
It's
You
probably because they didn't
call
want to double back over summon. You know what I mean? Because it's in the name.
Well, yeah, but it makes. Oh my god, that is so dumb.
There's the text for summon elemental.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's such a dumb decision for what I bet was just like, no, don't. You can't say summon because it's in
You
the
just
name.
said something, right? Like, come on, dude. All right, so
It's because they're assholes.
they're weird with it. Um,
I mean, I guess conjuring is like calling forth.
okay, so the way I see it is that it kind of just like pulls them in, right?
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna say more, but no, that's kind of it. It just
Mhm.
pulls them in. Um, both these spells, in my opinion. Wait, what? Oh, summon elemental is just one.
Mhm.
And it's
This
also an
guy's
elemental spirit.
spirit.
Yep.
What is that? All right, I'm not even gonna try to think about that. So I'm gonna say it doesn't create. It just pulls in.
Mhm.
So it depends on how much you want to pull in.
Yeah. So, do we want multiple small ones? I mean, I can summon mephits, but that can get messy.
Oh.
Are methods earth elementals?
Yeah, they can be multiple, but there's mud
Oh,
and
okay.
dust.
Mm. But I think we need something that's actually rocky. So we may want something a little bit
Well,
bigger now.
they
Like, doesn't it have to be newly formed, like more rocks together? Something like that.
don't look
What is
bad.
this?
Um, I think this is like on UJ. I think
Mm-hmm.
like Nareen can do it, but kind of
Yeah.
depends on what you want to do.
Uh,
Hmm.
Also, I gotta find a if you do summon like 8-1-4 elementals, I gotta actually find something like that. Like
site that I normally use for wild shape also had elementals, but it's not being very
that's
good
funny.
about the.
Yeah, the first one on the list that is like an elemental that's just rock um is like animated statues and gargoyles. So,
I see the gargoyle one, and that's from its description. That's just plain stone, and it's because it's resistant to everything that's not like adamantine.
mm-hmm.
Say start with a gargoyle and see where that takes us.
Okay.
Okay, so what is it called? It's just called
Gargoyle.
gargoyle.
It's a
Just
gargoyle,
gargoyle.
yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that was a. Oh well, that's what a fucking gargoyle is. Okay. Um. Cool. What is that? So you're getting one.
So
Yeah, that would be
CR2
yeah.
elemental.
Cool. I'm gonna roll. Cool.
I'll make sure I'm standing around when the summoning of the earth elemental happens in case anything bad happens.
Yeah, I imagine this is a group activity.
Yeah, back here in the backyard of our
Yeah.
mill.
Ooh, maybe we should ask him to make an earth door. While this is all happening. Just a thought for our garage.
Gargoyles aren't well, it'll be under my control, right? Elemental summoned by the spell disappears when it drops to 0 hit points or when the spell ends. Summoned creatures are friendly to you and your companions. So, it would do things that I ask of it.
Cool.
From him, we just have him.
Yeah.
They
the
obey
fire
any
being
verbal
under
commands you
control.
issue to them, no action required.
Spruce it up. Spruce it up, just pack that earth tight, make sure it's structurally sound. We can slap our own wooden door on there, or garage door type thing Jay's gonna work out. But
we do have a garage. We do have an underground garage.
well,
already.
yeah, but Geo says it's just a hole. So I was just saying, we use this as an excuse to. You see how it's just all scraggly, right? We just get Gargoyle Homie to just make it tight, make it clean. It'll still be dirt, but it'll be just nice packed. We could probably put some walls up or something. You know what I mean? After that, probably be much easier to mount a door if everything's all cleaned up and not just hand-tripped a hole out.
Cool. So you guys summon this gargoyle, and it's kind of just looking around.
Mm-hmm.
It looks confused.
Your command from me is listen to Jay.
I was gonna have you do the talking since you know its language. I don't know primordial. I was gonna. It's could you ask it for Oh God, where is it sorted? Where is that handout sorted into?
It's above.
Oh,
You
quest.
got quest.
Got it. Can you ask it for 3 blocks of X2 ore?
All right, I'll
And
ask
feeling
it.
especially kind a block of obsidian.
I'll ask it for the X2 ore to start with.
It says heart gone.
Heart gone.
No heart.
Okay. Do you know where we might find some ore?
It's motioning in a way. It kind of doesn't make sense, but um you could just chalk it up to some primordial nonsense where
Mhm.
it's saying newly formed.
Yeah. What kind of earth elementals would you suggest?
Uh It says bulky.
Bulky?
And then it points to J, and then emotions like its height.
Okay. So something bigger than you.
Nods.
What about a four-armed gargoyle?
He shrugs.
Because that is a separate thing in the
Why?
Is a gargoyle a small creature?
medium.
Medium.
Four-armed is also medium. Um,
Starts eating this pile of
Sounds
rocks
of-
here.
hmm?
It starts eating the pile of rocks.
Okay. I'm just glancing through to see if any of the elementals on here are large earth elementals, but I'm just seeing a bunch of mediums and one large fire elemental.
I mean, I had one plan. There is an earth elemental that I had that was fit the description.
Mhm.
That we could just say that he summoned that, if you guys want.
Okay.
So the next day,
Round 2.
round 2. You guys summon this bulky guy. Definitely a bit bigger than
Mhm.
the other one, the gargoyle. It comes to Jay's shoulder. But it is like very beefy,
Mhm.
like a small man. Cool. It says hi.
Hello. So we're looking for X2 or do you happen to have one?
Me no heart. No more.
Hmm. Sounds like this is being difficult.
Friend have heart.
And if it has his friend has a heart? What?
Friend have
Hmm?
heart. Friend new.
Where's your friend?
He shrugs. He looks around. He doesn't recognize anything. He's gonna start punching the mill.
All right, stop that. Is your friend one of you?
He nods.
Okay. I was also kind of thinking maybe the summon elemental spell might be a bit easier. Not easier, but like more likely to work.
This guy, he pulls out a dark piece of rock that was inside him.
Oh.
And he says bright.
Okay. Can I take a closer look at that piece of rock? Does it look like obsidian?
No, it does not. It's like It's like, how do I describe this? Um, it's like it almost looks like a crystal.
Mm-hmm.
That has been petrified. It's like a geode almost.
Okay. When you first said crystal, I was thinking like a smoky quartz, like a crystal but dark.
Yeah, it's more like a geode.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I'm not sure this plan is working, Jay.
I was thinking that as well. But I did have an idea for where we might get obsidian using
Yeah.
the same technique.
Never give up.
Well, magma methods, seeing as though
Yeah.
obsidian is a volcanic rock, we
I
might
was
be able
kind
to
of
have them
thinking that too.
create
Just
some obsidian.
summon magma methods and then drop a bunch of water on them.
Well, don't kill them. I was just gonna have them like make it for us.
Yeah.
Starts eating rock. You guys moving on to the next
I
one?
immediately just start collecting a bunch of rocks.
Nice.
They sure do love eating
I just
rocks, don't they?
Yeah.
I just start collecting all the rocks in the area, like in the one spot, so we can feed our magma methods. I want an
Yeah.
obsidian knife, please. Add it to the list.
All right, time to try the magma methods.
Cool. Yeah.
For good luck, we should do the fire dancer in the summoning circle.
Let me try to find this. Cool. What are they? Like 1, 4, 1, 2? Are you
A half.
grabbing? Is that 4?
Let me get back over there. Yep, 4.
Okay.
Now, would magma count as fire or earth?
Yes.
Earth. For sure.
I mean, Avatar logic, yeah, it's earth.
Nice.
A very hot rock.
Yeah.
Cool. So, these guys.
Oh, actually, I just scrolled up on the stat block. They know both Ignan and Terran, so they are both.
Cool. Yeah, so these guys pop up.
Mm-hmm.
They're looking at each other, and they kind of start to slap box each other.
Hey, so can you guys do me a favor and melt some of these rocks?
They're talking amongst each other. They're kind of like, nah, you do it, and they they bully this one guy, and wherever Julius gathered the rocks, they're kind of just like going at it. Where'd you we'll just say it's here.
Can I look up on my phone how what the word is for obsidian in elemental speak?
I mean, I could tell you. Well, actually, would I? Because I'm not sure where Aquan would have that word.
I think the closest thing in Aquan would be like the seabed.
Yeah.
I mean,
mean, I can
there's
teach you the
rocks,
words for.
but
I can teach you the words for volcano and rock.
Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah, I'll have her tell me what how to say please make shiny volcano rock
Okay.
in primordial,
Mhm.
and I'll like motion with my hands on like how big of a block I would need
Um,
or chunk or whatever.
this guy is like very unsure, and then he goes back to his newly formed friends. They're like, what is he talking about? I don't know. He talking about poop? And then he
Oh.
comes back to you, poop?
I'll just reiterate. We need melted rock.
Can I find some like version of Google Translate and like hit the button that like says it out loud?
Unfortunately, there isn't really Google Translate. So you know how Latin is a very particular language for to translate on Google Translate. It's even harder for Primordial because there's not too many people uh that can translate it properly,
Mm-hmm.
at least above land.
It's not a very direct primordial to common.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll look up on
Um,
Bugle Images picture of
but yeah,
pictures of obsidian and be like this kind of rock.
they look at it. They don't touch your phone, but they kind of gather around your phone. They're like, "Oh, idiot." And they bully the same guy. They're like kind of just starting chewing rocks. The other
Are
three,
they?
huh?
I was gonna ask, is it leaving behind some lava?
Um, Not at the moment, but he does seem at work.
Okay.
So it doesn't look like he's slacking.
Okay.
What's your? I have 18. Yeah. Noreen, you notice that this one is
Mhm.
looking like the youngest out of all of them. It looks
Mhm.
very brittle.
Mm. Well, I'll ask is just like we're also looking for some X2 ore.
They gather around. They're like, "Yo, heart? Are they asking for heart?"
Yes.
The other two agree. Oh, they're not even talking
Okay.
to you, but they're kind of just talking amongst each other.
Mhm.
They kind of come to the agreement that yeah, and
Mhm.
this one says no.
No, as in, uh, don't want to share it.
Again, they conjure back and they're like, yeah, I mean no.
Okay.
Don't have.
Oh, don't have.
Yeah. Give me an insight check.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Nah, yeah, they're full of shit.
Yeah. Okay.
um, a little bit of time goes by, and this guy he starts coughing up. Um, and he's like going over here, and he throws up. Um, Magma's above land, right?
No, magma
Yeah.
is
Magma's below.
magma is under the surface.
Yes.
Lava is above.
So he starts coughing up lava. And there's just like a. It's uh. How much would it be? It's like a fist of lava,
Oh.
kind of just like on the ground now. And then he's going back to work and start chewing up some rocks.
I'll meanwhile ask these methods just like, so what happens when an elemental doesn't have its heart?
Die.
But you just said you didn't have one?
Uh hard.
Hard?
Hard.
You mean it got hard, not that.
Yeah.
Okay. Again, I know that they're.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I just look over to Jay. And then realize that Jay has no idea what we've been talking about.
And this one goes and then goes back to work. Oh.
Hmm.
But what are the rest of you doing? Julius,
Uh,
Jay.
I'm just
Kinda-
improvising.
Watching, I guess.
Nice.
I'll call Jay over and just kind of whisper in common. It's like, these guys still have the ore, but it seems that in order to, take it, they'll have to, we'll have to kill them.
After I gather a bunch of rocks, I just go fishing for a little bit.
Cool.
Was it all of
2d4.
them, or
Could I tell if all of them had the shiny ore?
So you're unsure about the other two, but this one in the top right corner, um, for sure this one would be at least the most likely to have it. Like you're like 90% sure because
Yeah.
of how brittle it looks.
Yeah. That one most likely has it. I'm not sure about the others.
I was just waiting for a pause, but
You get
I'm
6
just trying to be
fish.
considerate.
You're good.
I mean, as bad as it sounds, Hydra Elementals doesn't have the same restrictions that, say, Command or Suggestion would have. It just says they obey any verbal command.
Yeah. That's true.
But just in case, we should probably wait for
Wait for that guy to finish.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And then stand back because these things are volatile.
You started pointing and laughing at the one guy working.
And of course that also makes me feel a little better about it. They're being jerks.
Aren't methods like naturally chaotic evil?
Not like that.
Neutral evil.
It's at this point where this one coughs up one last time, makes a 1 foot Wait, hold up.
Diameter
half a,
radius.
half a foot cube of lava.
How much obsidian did you need?
Jay needed for the scale of Walleye's shield. He didn't need that much, but he needs enough for in case of like errors. Kind of like how people use leather.
Hmm.
They get a certain amount, or they need a certain amount just in
Mm-hmm.
case like there's any like um cuts.
Complications.
Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. So he just needed enough for to cover that.
All right. So is that good then, Jay?
Uh, yeah, it's gonna be a minute before it's cool enough to even pick up with a pair of like smithing
Mm-hmm.
tongs.
Mm-hmm. All right. So I'll try doing this command thing. I'd recommend stepping back. Um, any of you methods with a bright heart still? I'm gonna need that. So if you just take it out and set it down for me.
They they look around each other and um they're unsure of what's gonna happen. So they're kind of just like talking amongst each other. They're like, "Yo, what's going on? Do you have it? Nah." Um, and it's kind of just like a back and forth. They're trying to deduce themselves like who has it. Um, and after like a minute,
Mm-hmm.
they start like pushing each other, like almost going to a full fight, but um, but then they notice that this guy actually has it, so they
Mm-hmm.
kind of just start pushing him. Uh, and he's kind of just like sitting there. He doesn't um he looks unsure. Starts shaking its head at you.
I mean, as is pointed out in the spell description, it says they obey any verbal commands that you issue to them.
It stops flying and it starts begging. It's on its knees, like crawling.
I just look over to Jay. Jay,
Um, I
this is for
mean,
your project.
we're gonna have to go elemental hunting at some point
Yeah.
anyway for it. This is technically the safest option.
Mm-hmm. All right. I'll look to the other three, just like, all right, you three, take the heart out of this one. And I again step back because I know what methods do when they're killed.
Cool. So, I mean, I'm not even gonna do initiative or anything, but As soon as they do,
Mm-hmm.
this guy fucking explodes.
Yep.
So, uh, this one dies, and
Uh-huh.
let's see, guy, and they're kind of just like presenting you with it.
Thank you. Can I safely take it from them?
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't. Uh, unlike the rest of its body, it's not molten or anything. It's not even hot. It seems like cooled, but not like
Mm-hmm.
petrified or anything.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit warm though.
Yeah. Do you want more obsidian, or should I dismiss these 3?
This should be fine.
Okay. I'll just go ahead and dismiss these 3.
They high five each other.
A long day of killing your friend factory.
They high fived each other like they were on Survival Island or something.
Oh.
But time passes by. You can get the eventually cooldown obsidian, or half a foot of obsidian. Uh, it's gonna be like a little bit. How many times was it? It was like 3 days, right?
Mm-hmm.
By the end of the week, you would have practiced enough to be able to do it. Walleye or Julius? Well, fucking Jay. Um,
Everyone.
One of you.
yeah. What do we?
Somebody practiced enough to
Somebody
do it.
practiced.
One of you did it. I don't know which one of you is, but one of you did.
Yo, whippersnappers. You would have practiced enough to be able to, confidently do this, almost operation like, procedure, and by the end of the 2 weeks, um, you would have gained the knowledge about uh the quest items. You would have restored Walleye's shield, and uh anything else anyone wanted to do, probably.
Did we continue sacrificing methods for ore?
Oh, right. Where you had one, I think you
Mm-hmm.
needed 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Give me a second. Honestly, if you guys did exactly what you, like, the same thing you guys were doing,
I mean, I can summon more mud methods per cast, and they're also earth.
okay. I just have to roll for
Oh,
it.
they're actually water and earth. So they'd be able to understand me even better.
And that's 4, right?
BRB.
Yeah, the muds are
Okay.
1/4.
So 3 days gone by. You can do this 4 more times.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Well, the mud methods, I'd be summoning more than. Hold on. The 8 elementals of challenge rating 1/4 or lower. So I'd be summoning 8. I could
8.
summon each time.
Okay. The mud methods are 8.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Say
2.
mud method 10 times fast.
How about no? 2. So for the 4th day, you couldn't. None of them had anything.
Mm-hmm.
Same for the 5th day. Uh, you got one on the 6th.
Hmm.
How many? Fuck. One. Oh, this isn't even jam roll. All right. Oh well. One. Basically, like an 8, right? Um,
Hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so unfortunately, you were only able to do within the 2 weeks. You were
Hmm.
only able to get one more.
Okay.
You can obviously try like the following day, which
Hmm.
honestly, if you guys want to do, that's fine. Um, let me know.
I mean, depends on what the following day holds, I guess, because this is my one spell slot at this level.
That is true. I can give you guys like 3 more days that doesn't like nothing eventful happen.
Okay.
So if you guys want to give those 3 extra days another shot, then cool.
Um, before we go into another round of methoding, did
Yeah.
did Amer did Amer get back to me within these like 3 to 4 weeks that we're holding down here? I don't
Just
know
two
what the.
weeks. Just 2 weeks still. This is still
Oh, okay.
the yeah. Um, she didn't get back. Actually, she did, but she said this bozo isn't responding. In
I'm
the
like, dang,
text.
Amer. Okay, well, keep trying to get in contact with him. I text her back.
She says okay, like spelled out, not even O and K, just spelled out. But if you guys want to, what did I say? 3 extra days. Trying
Hmm.
to get this. If you could definitely try to do
Okay. Well,
Three
sure.
more days of fishing.
that. Boom. That's all you needed. On
Yay.
the very next day, you get your final piece of Ishtu ore, which you needed to complete the amulet of health. It doesn't take too much. Uh, Jay. Uh, actually, no. You don't need to spend money. Um, once you get the last 4, you can you can make the amulet of health within the day. Um, and yeah, all you need now is the Gargoctopus, the vampire bat leather, and the ghostwalk spider silk.
I can't wait to beat up a Gargoctopus.
I chose that specifically because it sounded funny. So
It sounds intense. Sounds like we have to fight it. It'll be training for Joa. I don't know how it's a 1-to-1, but it is in my mind.
yeah, I bet. Um, cool. So what was that? 2 extra days, or
The
yeah,
one extra day.
no, 1 extra day. Cool. So,
What do I roll for my day of fishing?
bro, if you really want like 50 fish, you can just have it, man.
No, that's overfishing, dude. I
What?
I keep it under 10.
50 fish? All
Yeah.
right, but you want
I
okay?
mean,
Are you
this.
fishing? Huh?
I was gonna say this is a lake, so there's only a certain amount of fish in here before
Right,
they.
right.
All right.
I can't just kill all the fish indiscriminately, man. I'd keep it under 10, and I think I'd only really need 5. There's like 4 of us.
Wait, you'd keep it under 10 like each day?
I only went one more day.
Oh.
Everybody's outside doing the method thing.
Okay,
in between method, I
yeah,
just go to do a little fishing.
2d4.
Jeez, Geo, 50 fish. I'm gonna just kill all the fish in the lake thing. Jeez,
You got
man.
7 fish. Um.
All right. We know Geo doesn't care about nature.
No, I don't. So, 2 weeks go by. 2 weeks and a day go by. Julius, you get a text, not from Aimer, but you get a text from Mayhem. He says the court date is happening on the, oh my god, I gotta look at the calendar. What's a good day? On
What feels right?
the 3rd, on the 3rd of the next month. And it is currently the 24th, and each month has 27 days. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. Basically a week. And he tells you, since this isn't an actual address, no one can, the UPS or whatever doesn't really come by your place, so he had to tell you through text. Or rather, the lawyers got it, and then they, indirectly had to tell you. They got the methods. They got all the ore they needed, just by 1 extra day. But yeah, you have 6 days. Or rather, since by the end of the day, would have gotten the text 5 days. So, with this information, what are you guys planning to do next? 5 days till the court date, which we could skip to, but some of you might wanna maybe do the quest thing. You might have time, might not. I don't know. Depends.
Well, what's this court date going to be about?
What do you mean?
Like, what are we being charged with specifically?
God damn it, I'm gonna have to look at laws. You're being charged with a lot of stuff that I'm not prepared to list. That I honestly really should have, but
Breaking and entering, murder,
that's a good one. Well, murder, not
aggravated assault.
aggravated assault, not
Can
murder.
we really be charged? Yeah, I was gonna say, can we really be charged with murder
Yeah,
if we don't have a body?
Yeah, there's not murder. There definitely disappearance.
Kidnapping, terrorism.
Yeah. Destruction of property. The list goes on. Kind of.
Can we be charged with destruction of property when the person who owns the property is not there to make the
Minor theft.
I mean,
Also, we could argue that he destroyed his own property by having these monsters and shit all over the place.
Hey, I'm not me personally. I'm not.
Needs
I'm
to
not the guy you
see.
want to say it to. It's the. Maybe it's
No,
the
I'm just
lawyers.
I'm spitballing. I'm getting ready for
Oh,
the
I'm aware.
defense.
Wait, you want to defend yourself, bro? You got like a team of
No,
lawyers.
no, but I would just go to Mayhem and be like, "Yo, make sure you bring up these facts. We got this stuff on videotape. The mayor, he saw this monster destroy Poe in the basement, and then some other shit going on. He saw what was going on. He knows. The Kennedy-looking guy.
Yeah. um.
Bring him into this. He knows.
Okay, so um, with the list kind of detailed, explained to you, uh, what are you guys doing as a group?
At some point after I finished up this shield, I would have tried to contact Miss Momo's sister.
Ooh, you said after you completed the shield.
Yeah.
Cool. So this could have been the same day during the amulet. So we can go with that. Also, I'm gonna pop this shield back in.
Wonderful.
Yay, shield.
Keep out of reach of children.
Yeah, it was. I think I put that like a while ago. I think you didn't even notice.
Probably not.
Yeah. And I don't know if you.
May overheat if absorbing too much.
Yeah. Um,
Just a little bit of a heat.
a little bit.
Just a wee bit.
I don't know if you still have the counter for it, but
Yeah, I do.
yeah, just reset it to 0.
All right. I think it was at
It was at
yeah,
99.
it was at 10,000.
Something like
last?
that. Yeah, it was crazy.
Just a little bit.
It's just a little bit, a little trolling. Um, so
Do I have enough obsidian left over in case he tries to pull that same stunt again?
ooh, okay.
Love me shield.
Roll. What are your proficiencies again with the tools? I keep forgetting.
I have proficiency in 4 different kinds of tools.
Right. So what are they?
Smith's tools, alchemist supplies, tinker's tools, and thieves tools.
Roll. Fuck. What was that first one?
Smith's.
Yeah. Roll that. Dexterity.
Okay.
Anticipation. You have just enough. Yeah.
Nice.
Well, it's like you grab the one. The shield is done. You have just enough obsidian to attempt to make like one more. Like this next one. Write this down because I'm probably gonna forget. The next attempt you do, if it does ever come to happen, where you try to make another one, you're gonna have to make a some kind of dex check for it because it is a very precise amount.
Okay.
Cool. So, is our friendly neighborhood princess around? What time are you calling?
Mid-afternoon,
Like 3ish?
3 or 4.
Excuse me, I need water. Um. Okay. Um. Funnily enough, you're using your phone, right?
Yeah.
So, funnily enough, you do get an answer. She seems she sounds very groggy.
Mm.
And she's like, "Who is this?"
This is one of Momo's friends. We've met before actually. We originally met at the at Momo's bar. I believe your bodyguard smacked my friend around a bit.
You hear rumbling in the background. You hear you hear moaning. Like people like waking up, and like multiple people waking up, and you hear like stomping. Um, and this goes on for like 2 minutes.
Damn, Jay, you woke up the whole polycule.
And you and then like after 2 minutes you hear a very angry Yaretsi. She's like, now who the hell do you think you are, just calling me?
Well, I did tell you that
How did
I
you get this number?
pulled it out of Momo's computer. We did find Momo, by the way.
Why did
Turns out we had
bring
to
her back?
I might need a little bit of help with that.
Yes, like about that.
Are you not strong? Just teleport her here.
Well, you see, she's kind of been possessed by a godlike entity.
Why?
Does Jay know about the sin that Estafio was the sin of purity or whatever you said?
I so yeah.
Uh,
Right?
is-
I don't see why. I think he explained it to the group. Astafio, yeah.
okay. Um,
And if not, then I mean, there's so many things I've gotten wrong. So I
I
don't
would
know.
I would say like he calls himself Estafio, the sin of purity. I think. But I was actually calling because I needed to get to we needed to get to Quetzaya for a few days on a work project, and I was wondering if maybe we could hire out one of your teleporting casters because we don't have access to the teleportation magic.
Oh, you need a ride?
I was gonna hire some transportation, yeah.
Hang yourself. And she hangs up.
Damn.
You want to try calling again?
Uh, no, I'm
Oh.
good.
What a lovely person to talk to, huh?
So yeah. Uh, what's happening?
Hmm?
Guys, wanna time skip to the court date, or are we trying to find another method to um travel the world?
Mm, good walk there.
It's
That might take a few more than 5 days.
you could walk there.
Walk
It might
there.
take a few weeks.
We could just not go to court.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna help our situation.
I mean, I could just go home, but
Like, well, I could too. They just have things to do first. Hmm.
Julius, what about you? You got any input? Looks like Julius is.
No,
Nork, me.
Uh,
Yeah, I
no.
don't.
I think we should. I think we should go to court.
Yeah,
I
let's go
mean,
to court.
we're gonna have to. We've got a defense at least. Like
yeah.
whatever plays out, plays out. At least we're there to not get railroaded. You know what I mean. But you guys know how I am. I'm just gonna get up there and tell the truth. And that
Please
usually
don't.
is honesty is the best policy.
Please don't.
He's like, not all of the truth.
Please,
Don't tell
please
all
just
of
let the lawyers do the talking.
No. If somebody asks me a question, you guys know my what. I'm not a liar. Okay.
If
I'm
someone asks you a
straightforward.
question, please tell them, please refer to my attorneys.
I don't know, man, and I take a bite of fish.
like raw, or is it even cooked?
No, I cooked it.
Oh, okay.
Did you see my whole spiel
I
about?
look at I look at Jay while I'm over here.
So if they ask you directly, do you know where Reed went?
Please refer to my attorneys.
Julius?
Are you guys really asking me to lie on the stand?
No, we're not asking you to lie. We're just asking you to only say, please refer to my attorneys.
Okay, as long as I don't have to directly lie to anyone, I
No.
think
You don't have to directly lie.
it's not cool.
Have
I mean,
someone else do the lying for you.
it's one thing to just deceive people, you know what I mean, in a tactical way, but this is like court. It's the law. Like,
I'm not representing myself. Please refer to my attorneys.
that's fair. I could do that.
And if they ask you if you know where Reed is, no, you do not.
I plead the fifth.
The fifth is actually death by hanging
Oh no.
for some reason.
I haven't brushed up on these laws. Okay, hold on. I have to pour a bowl of cereal. Or we'll keep going. Just I'm muted for a second.
No, you're good. Okay, so we are going to time skip to the court date. Cool. It is spring, by the way. So it's a little warm. Still the early days of spring.
By the way, also, if there happens to be a zone of truth in the courtroom, you can also elect to not say anything.
You could also elect to say, "Please refer to my attorney."
Cool. So
Walleye gets it.
May- Mayhem eventually pulls up at around 8. He looks very different. He wore like a certain kind of like attire where it was like, yeah, I'm I'm an enforcer, but you know, I'm chill. I'm a cool kind of guy. I'm a funny guy. Um, but here he looks very professional. Whole suit, the whole thing. Still has messy hair, but um regardless, very different than what um he usually looks like. Pulls up in a black SUV. You know the deals with these. Like they're meant to protect the people inside from the people outside. Surely there's everyone's going to be wanting to know about this. So many people are, you know, kind of attacking the car, wanting to ask questions. Reporters are going crazy. You know, typical um what's the word? Uh Paparazzi type deal. Very annoying people wanting to just get information out of other people, but surely this black SUV is good. Good for that.
What are we gonna say about Walleye escaping jail?
What will they say?
I don't know, man. This is funny. Funny you guys say that because I have no idea. Um,
That was a recent development that might not be in the court case if this is about stuff that happened a while ago.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's probably not on the docket.
so
Smart.
while I set up this next part, you guys are free to RP on the way to port. Again, you guys are seeing like a bunch of people as uh you're in the city at this point.
Mm.
Bunch of flashes, like photography going on. Um yeah, give me 1 second to set up.
I mean, I assume the most of the conversation that's happening in the car was Jay instructing the others on what to say.
Yeah, for sure.
Walleye looks bored in the back seat.
I mean, Walleye's got a real easy out.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know that he can communicate without sign language now. Yeah, all they have to do is just be like,
No habla
motion around their
español.
mouth and be like, can't talk.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. I'm almost done. Me. Honestly, I tried to get names earlier, but then I got bothered by the my screen, so blame my screen. Um what are these names? Ah, that's a lot of uh God, I can't find.
Hmm.
That's good. A funny name. I really wish I took my time with these names because well, you guys will see. It it's one thing to to just see stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know what I'm saying, man. Like I'm just I don't even, I'm yapping right now. That is a funny name. Anyone named this is fucking a goofball. All right. Cool. All right. So you guys leave the black SUV. Um obviously a lot of people asking you sometimes really irrelevant questions. Actually, most of these questions are irrelevant. Like, how old are you guys? What's your stance on uh pickles on burgers? It has nothing to do with whatever you guys are trying to do, right? Like it's like
Pickles
nonsensical.
belong on burgers.
All right. When you say that, people go crazy. Like they're like, I fucking knew it. Um, so you saying that just kind of encourages them more to ask more ridiculous questions. Um,
That's good. I don't want people focusing on the facts on this one. I, I want it to be
oh,
an emotional hit piece.
all right.
I smiled devilishly at the camera.
Oh my god.
I want to.
They
I want to play to their hearts.
someone gets a
I'm
good
going Ted
angle.
Bundy.
Someone gets a good angle on that face you made, and little do you know they're gonna make that the picture for like the front page of the newspaper.
Oh no!
So you know, good.
Yeah,
Uh,
I have a feeling that's gonna be like, he's smiling, he did it, and he's happy about it.
Oh no!
bro dropped the deuce, and he's smiling about it.
I'm just trying to. I'm sorry. I
What?
really do like pickles.
Oh. Okay, so finally after like security tussling with the people outside, um you guys get to City Hall, a very familiar place, and right inside of it, um you see a very, most of you haven't, I want to say like all of you actually, yeah, you guys really haven't been here, but it is kind of a interesting sight to behold. um the court of justice seems very monarch like, but at the same time there it does seem to be like a sort of council thing going on. um it looks it looks so amazing. Like the architecture is crazy. Is there dynamic lighting here? Oh, there's not. No, there's not. Okay, cool.
Oh, hey, She-Hulk.
Yeah. um
At Murdoch.
yeah. It looks so good. Um so
Wait. But who's on our side?
okay, so on your
So on
side
our
you
side
got
is She-Hulk.
She-Hulk, you got Phoenix Wright, and you got Howard Hamlin. So
I don't know Howard Hamlin, but
Howard
I know
Hamlin
She-Hulk and Phoenix.
from Better Call Saul.
No, but we're going up against Matt Murdock and Saul Goodman.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I mean, hey.
I look at Mayhem and I'm like, oh man, this is these guys are bad news, man. I can tell.
To be fair, Murdoch wouldn't defend us because he would know that we are lying.
Maybe. Officially though, these aren't the names, but
We are innocent. We had our reasons.
Yeah, but we got the Ace Attorney.
So eventually you guys sit down. With its again stunning architecture. I forgot what the judge, um, sitting right on top of here, almost like a throne. And you see, all kinds of people like around these long tables. They look to be taking notes. A couple artists, those courtroom artists around getting different angles. A lot of the typewriting women that are there. I don't know what they're called. They're there. And exclusive reporters that their parent company, bought them a seat at the table, to get the inside scoop. But apart from this, there are no, common citizens here since it is way too hectic outside. You can tell that there were original plans for like seating, but it has gotten way too chaotic, so they decided to do it in private instead.
Is it being recorded?
Yes, it is.
Is there a jury, or is this just like a sole decision by the judge?
No, there is a jury. But honestly, this is a funny map. They're somewhere. You know what? Let's go with the chairs. So they're right here. There's no 12 juries. There's 8. So they go through the usual thing. All rise, and Mayhem is just talking to you guys, kind of like just whispering. He looks like he's taking a backseat to this. He's more so making sure you guys are like calm and collected, especially Julius. He just he really wants to trust Julius, but like what he said to him beforehand is just a little out there.
About Matt Murdock and Saul Goodman?
Yeah, sure. Let's go with that.
What?
Buddy.
These are well-known. Well, like I wouldn't say their names, but you know what I mean. I'd be like, these are well-known, heavy-hitting lawyers, man.
No, but yeah. You could. I think if you hover over them, you could see their names. But
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
No, I can't.
Oh, you can't. Okay. So, from left to right, there's no reason to say their last name. Azariah, Thaddeus, Alicia, Robert, Linus. And dude, Linus is so funny. I just feel like it fits Saul Goodman so well for some reason. Anyways, directly across from you guys, is, I was about to say Joe Biden. Fucking JFK, essentially. In the essence, Miles Dean. And you see him with 2 enforcer soldiers, I think I called them. They are, again, different from the regular enforcers that were corrupted. They seem. I'm pretty sure at one point I said they were like feds. So we'll just go with that. Um, so Mayhem, again, he's like whispering to you all. Now, Julius, are you alright? Did you get enough sleep?
I did. I'm good. Any advice going into this mayhem?
Um, anything you're unsure of? To them, alright? If anything relating to what you've said to me when I first saw you again, refer to them instead of saying what you were going to say. All right?
All right, all right. I'm not laughing in character. That's an
No, yeah,
out of character laugh.
yeah, I get it. Now, rest of your, are you guys all good?
Wally just stares at the carpet in front of him and nods.
Relatively?
Yeah. Okay, Jay?
Yeah,
Good?
yeah.
Alright. Alright. Um, after he talks to Jay, he's like tapping his left hand like pretty rapidly. He seems more nervous than probably Walleye at this point. Walleye, I can assume he's like just chill, but you know,
Yeah, Walleye is just
still,
existing at the moment,
yeah.
just out of it.
Yeah, Mayhem is just like definitely a lot more nervous for this than Walleye is at the moment. But uh after that, Linus gets up. He goes to the sand. Um you know, Your Honor, these criminals, I won't lie. They are heroes in my eyes and to the eyes of many here, including Mr. Miles Dean. And the jurors would be inclined to believe that as well, if I'm not mistaken. However, there is order, there is law, and it must be kept that way, or else what do we have? What do we have here? So, let me tell you this. Just watch out for these guys. Points to the other lawyers. Now, I haven't talked to any of them recently, but I'm getting a bad kind of juju from them, Your Honor. So, please, with
That a legal term?
no, with all due respect, just keep an eye on them. You too, security. Goes back. Uh, so one of your lawyers gets up. No, I'm not a man of many words, but My clients, these heroes, completely innocent. Everything. No harm done. Goes back to the seat. Um,
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
say Nareen. Is you look at Mayhem? He's just looking at the He has his head turned a little bit.
Mm.
But you're able to catch like a face of like what the hell is going on here.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a very technical court case.
um, and so he Mayhem leans in towards you guys.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't how I thought it was gonna go. These are I'm an old head, but these new lawyers are very different. Um I I don't know if why they cost so much. I don't know. And he's like shaking his head.
I turn to Noreen. Can you detect magic? I whisper.
Yeah, sure. I have detect magic up.
Cool.
I guess it's a innate power.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I want to see if there's anything going on with Phoenix.
So
Mm-hmm.
there you have it up and there doesn't seem to be like anything of like how should I word this? There isn't like magic affecting him,
Mm-hmm.
but there does he does seem off because you're picking up something inside him.
Hmm.
You're not sure what.
Yeah, I'll just say that. It's like there seems to be something off about him.
Like aside from his hairstyle or just
I mean, it's not quite magic in nature, but like I don't know, something just feels odd. Maybe compromised in some way?
he nods and he starts having a sidebar with this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Um while that's happening, uh Jay, you could tell Miles Dean is eyeballing you. Like he has his you know Gendo from Evangelion?
No.
Alright, but it's a famous picture, so I'm gonna find it
The
really
glasses
fast.
with hands covered
The
over.
yeah, the glasses with hands guy. And he's like covering his mouth. He looks exactly like that. And he's just kinda like eyeballing you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Decisive battle starts playing.
um there, let me just post it for you guys. But
Yeah.
he's eyeballing you. The soldiers though, they're looking straight ahead. So they're not particularly looking at you. Nice. So
I just like respectfully nod back.
he doesn't move. He doesn't move from that pose. So after what seems like an hour in here, they start the lawyers start going back and forth on things like um burglary, which was somehow added to the thing. Um,
We didn't steal anything.
yeah, which is just
We
funny.
rescued people if they want to spin that into burglary.
Um, kidnapping. Um, murder was thrown around, but was quickly dismissed because there was like nothing like
Nobody.
that. Yeah, no, there were no bodies. Um, but there was like a lot of blood, so like aggravated assault was thrown in there. We started arguing about that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and
Self-defense.
yeah, it just they they start like going back and forth, right? It's
Mm-hmm.
almost like it's not even like a court thing at this point. It's just like a no, that's cap. Hold up, let me tell you what happened, right? It's more so like that, and Mayhem is like confused because this isn't really how like he would have expected it to go, but
Mm-hmm.
they're
Am I
kind of
picking anything else weird about the attorneys on either side?
um apart from Mr. Thaddeus, um no, this guy, he just seems naturally crazy. Um, while his partner is more composed, but
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
definitely a lot of just stuff being thrown around. Uh, this guy, it fucking She-Hulk is doing most of the talking since
Good.
apparently, yeah, since apparently this guy doesn't talk too much, and this guy keeps having like sidebars with Mayhem, like yo like what is going on? um, so
Good. I trust She-Hulk.
yeah, it gets to a point where it's just like crazy people talking. Who are you using that on?
Mr. Googly Eyes on the other side of the room.
Oh, cool. All right. Um, wisdom save. Oh, what's the DC?
It's the regular DC formula, right? It's
I think so. Yeah.
but it's
Well,
for con instead of your spellcasting modifier.
I honestly forgot. I could check again. Con. Yeah.
Be It's 8 plus your proficiency plus your bonus, right?
12. Yeah. So 12 plus mod. Or
16.
no, you're
No,
plus 3, right?
plus 4 on con with the
Oh. Yeah, no, but your proficiency bonus is 3,
yeah,
right?
so 15.
Okay. Um, so I gotta make a secret roll. Uh,
I just want to
but
make sure it's not planning on doing anything stupid.
um, while this is going on, um, I mean, there's only so much you can do, but what is your guys' state? Is like Walleye the same?
Yeah, they're pretty much the same. They're waiting for either to learn that they can go out free or they have to go out with a little bit of force. One of those two. Those are the options.
Nice. What about you, Julius? Are you still banking a bowl of cereal?
Apparently.
Oh man. All right. Well, what about you, Noreen?
I'm just silently like watching and observing
Cool.
what's going on. Just trying to like get a feel for how it's going.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, me being not that familiar with surface world law, can't really get a feel for it much that way, but just like observing how the how like everyone else is like behaving. Does one side seem more nervous or stuff like that?
So you saw Mayhem. He definitely was nervous.
Yeah.
Um
Besides him.
yeah, so the others don't seem, the other lawyers like in general, they don't
Mhm.
actually seem nervous at all.
Mhm.
They're, it seems like they're kind of used to this. As a
Yeah.
matter of fact, um even though Mr. fucking Linus said he hasn't really worked like with them or against them. There definitely does seem to be like a lot of like personal back and forth between like all of them. So
Mhm.
they definitely have like butted heads before.
Also keeping an eye on the judge and jury just to see if there's like any particular side they seem to be more like on board with.
Okay. Give in that case, give me an insight. Um, it's hard to tell.
I'm gonna add 4 to that.
Oh, okay. Uh, the jury seems split. Uh,
Okay.
they for sure seem split. But
Split is
it's
good for the defense, right?
huh?
I said split is good for the defense, right?
Yeah, I think. um,
Can't convict without a unanimous, so
yeah. It it definitely does seem like just even a tiny little bit in your favor.
yeah.
So there's reason to be hopeful, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so Judas. Um, when you do judgment, um, explain to me how it is you're doing it, or like what kind of like what is happening for you to be able to for sure know what's happening, or how they you could see their intentions.
Uh, I haven't thought about what it looks like before.
I mean, it could just easily be like an intuition thing, right? Where it's kind of like enhanced intuition. Um, but if you did have in mind, or if you would have thought it was like something, perceptible, then for
Um,
sure.
I'd say it's more of just like I guess a very intense understanding of like body language and stuff that could almost seem like precognitive.
Okay, cool. So, um, you're you're looking at him, and give me an insight check. like you're looking at him and there's just it's a weird feeling. Um that I might explain further in the insight check. Okay. So
So add 4 to that on make it a
nice.
dirty 20.
Nice. Bit on it. I don't know why I said that. Uh so it's you would know this guy from like just seeing ads and shit and just knowing what he does like in the news and shit. Um this is a very weird demeanor he has going on.
Isn't this the guy we talked to right before Serenity just like poofed us the fuck out of the Valor Tower?
Yeah. Yeah, so this demeanor he has seems very unusual and um you get a weird feeling from him. You don't learn his intentions, but you definitely get like a weird feeling. And after you've realized you couldn't discern his intentions, he puts his back towards the bench again and kind of like pulls his head back like in a more relaxing pose, almost as if like he was waiting for you to do
Hmm.
it. So with that, Julius, you here?
Yep.
Okay, so um I didn't want to skip you. How is there any like particular feeling you feel right now, or is there anything within reason that you would want to do?
No, I mean, besides just trying to suss out, you know what I mean, the same as anybody else, just with, my own insights, if there's anything weird going on with our guys. But that's it.
Um, sure. If you want to give an insight check, you can do that.
Seemed like they did all right. Big bucks, no whammies for insight.
Nah, bro. This
It seemed pretty
lawyer,
normal to me. These are those new lawyers,
yeah,
man.
these new lawyers are crazy. um, so um, after um Jay's interaction with Dean, give me Dean over here.
Dean Domino.
uh, you hear this guy, Linus. You just hear him say, "Cap, Your Honor, cap," and then he he runs over and he starts pointing. He starts pointing at the lawyers. They're capping right now, and it just takes like at Miles or not Miles, fucking Mayhem. He's just confused. He's given up trying to understand. He's just he just came to accept that this is not, he can't really help much in this situation. Like there's nothing for him to do. He doesn't understand what kind of element he's in right now because this is like new generation lawyering. This is like something else beyond his experience as a lawyer for like a few years. Actually, it wasn't just a few years. I forgot how much I said he was lawyering for. I think it was a long time. Um, but um, they eventually go back. Um, and the more composed lawyer on the prosecution gets up, uh, and they say, Your Honor, we would like to Miles Dean would like to give a statement. If you would be so inclined to indulge him. Um, the judge honors it. Miles Dean goes up. Oh my god, I was gonna sound like that fucking rooster from Looney Tunes.
Foghorn.
Yeah, I was gonna sound like him for some reason.
I say, Your
I
Honor.
sit on you. um, now, I am deeply saddened the way these people are being treated. Now, I do think that there deserves to be some sort of justice. We should set some sort of example because, like, the prosecution said, there must be law and there must be order for a civilization such as ours, a nation such as ours um should thrive. We we all share one home and we should be able to reasonably live within it, within constraints, to make sure that everyone in Asharia and the Union is safe. Now, that being said, there is something I would like to address. I personally believe that there shouldn't be any magic allowed. Now, I know what you're thinking. Dean, there's magic imbued in everyday life. And I say to you, well, look towards Draugula. They seem to be thriving. And let's put a bare minimum existing for many, many years without the aid of Arcamato like we do here. So, what say you, people of Asharia? Let's clean ourselves up from it. After he says that,
That is completely irrelevant to this case.
yeah, after he says that, the four of you give me con save. No, hold up. I'm capping. I'm sorry.
Would this happen to be any kind of targeted effect?
Like through your shield, you mean?
Yeah.
Um, give me 1 second. I have to. I lost something,
Yep.
and I have to find it again because that's the kind of person I am. I am a finder. Okay, so it's not even the four of you. Uh, I'm gonna. It's going to be Walleye, Judas, and Julius.
Unsafe.
Hold up. Wisdom saving.
Ah,
And
not me.
no, not you. You
Interesting.
are exempt from this.
Interesting.
So it is a targeted thing, but it's not like it's not magic.
Is it a charm effect?
It oh hold up, I gotta
Geo goes back to look at the papers.
yeah.
Is that why it's not me? Because it's a charm effect.
Actually, I didn't even realize that, but it's not because of that, but
Mhm.
it is funny.
If it's a charm effect and also a wisdom saving throw, like
Yeah, right. Like you're just
no
never
tell.
gonna get affected by that. Um no. I'm gonna say no.
Might as well get one reroll in here.
Ah!
See if I can.
Yeah, I'm
See if I
definitely
can-
re-rolling that.
Yeah. I'm looking through my cards to see if I have any that would help you guys.
Cool. Who's re-rolling? Judas and Judas
Yeah,
and
I'll hit one reroll, but if I don't hit it, then whatever.
Close.
wow.
Like I said, whatever. I'll roll with this punch.
Dude, are you sure,
Wow.
man? Like this is not even a DM thing. This is just a person thing. Are you sure you would have rolled with that that one?
Anyone want a card to do another reroll? Because I got a bunch of cards that I haven't been using.
Fine. One more. Yeah.
Not a nat one. Um
You bullied me into using two of my cards.
Hey, dude, I'm just saying. If the DM is telling you, hey, maybe you should double think that.
Hey,
Um,
finally one that looks like it'll be a success.
One more. One more. There we go.
Nice. Julius, are you sticking with that 11?
Like I said, I have cards that I haven't used. I can give you a card.
Sure, I will accept a card. Why not?
Cool.
All right, I'm just going to put this into play, but it's if I just handed him the card.
Yeah, of course. Go ahead and roll.
Oh boy.
That one.
I'll
Why-
flash a genius that.
Cool. Awesome.
An 18.
All right.
Oh, you're 18? Or
Oh no, I'll flash a genius that
the-
to
the 14 to 18?
turn it into an 18.
Okay, cool. So,
After all of
Jay
that,
pats me on the shoulder.
so You guys get a chill on your spine, and immediately after, uh, what is his face? Miles Dean says that to you guys, or says that, um, like on the stand. You guys, nobody but you three, you feel like like a shiver on your spine, but there, you sense something behind you, and um, let me do this correctly. I'm gonna put it in.
Do I notice anything with my like careful observation and
Mm,
also magic observation?
what do you mean?
Just
Just your wisdom thing?
yeah, could I like just get an idea of what it was that he was just trying to do?
Okay, so you can try if you give me Arcana check.
Uh,
Oh, DM, do I notice anything with my blind sight behind me?
Not until it happens. Uh, uh, you you get a weird feeling, Noreen, but it's not. You don't understand it.
okay.
So
I'm just watching him extra closely now.
yeah, like he looks. The short time you've been here, the short time you've known about him, it is weird what he's saying,
Mm-hmm.
like at a place. Um, but the three of you, the other three, this is behind you guys, as you guys notice. And if you guys do not remember what this is, give me a history check.
Aren't those the swords that his stuff with Bepel used on us? Jay?
Yeah.
Specifically Jay. They can shut up.
Yeah. You know what?
Specifically Jay.
Don't worry about history checks. You guys remember this.
I touched one.
Yeah. So,
They made you go fucking bonkers.
this appears immediately behind
You don't know
guys.
about that.
And you guys looking at Miles Dean, you don't even see him anymore. You see Astafio. Nareen, you don't see this, but Dean does look weird. Like he just, again, a weird feeling.
Mm-hmm.
And it's at this point where Nareen, you do hear something else though.
Okay.
Even with that Arcana check,
Uh-huh.
we can kind of just like also flavor it with your arcane synesthesia, that
Mhm.
you feel like a strong presence coming, like a strong magical presence coming.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear like riding out the door, uh and throughout like City Hall, and you're hearing guards get like knocked the fuck out.
Mm.
And I wasn't ready for this, but um you see an army of uh soldiers that
Mm-hmm.
you can deduce um look like from Quetzaya.
Mm-hmm.
The other three are too like worried about the thing behind them. But
Uh-huh.
you are the first to notice the Imperial army marching through the doors of the court of justice.
I'm just
And
like, guys, and looking in the complete opposite direction that everyone else is.
yeah, and leading them, you see Yaretsi, and again, like an entire army behind her. And
Mhm.
I for some reason can't find her token. Sure enough, that it's there. That is where we're going to end the mission.
Why is a Starfield in the courtroom?
Good question. I mean, there's a couple people in the courtroom that probably shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, maybe the lawyers.
Walleye is
Couple-
more focused on other things right now.
No, of course.
I don't think he needs all his limbs.
Maybe it's a trick. Maybe they just want us to attack. You know what I mean? And then we shoot ourselves in the foot or something.
Maybe. But do you think Walleye is smart enough for that?
That is true.
Do you think that the person who wants to kill someone to get their sister back is going to think about that too hard when the person they want is like dangled like cheese in front of them?
Oh man. So
Yeah, I could get them.
yeah,
I could get them.
we're leaving off with two big bangers in this room. And you
Mhm.
three bangers. The group, Stafiel, Yaretsu, Empress. Fun, right? Fun next session.
Yeah, Yoretzi's gonna really make this for us. She's gonna be all taking all the heat off us. She's gonna look all crazy. They're just gonna be like, you know what? You guys are free to go. Don't even worry about it. Nothing even happened.
Yeah,
Those are my predictions for next time.
yeah, let's go with that.
Next time on Realms of Yaoxoah.
Yeah, something like that. You almost got it.
Yeah, Realms of Yowie Z.
Oh, I was gonna say that.
No, not quite.